welcome back to my YouTube channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I just want you to know it's for you. So in this channel, I tell you a story. I tell you a story answering questions pertaining to life. So feel free to drop your questions in the comment section and see me answer that question by telling you a story. And guess what? This weekend, I'll be answering the questions, conditions, signs that you should see in your relationship before taking it to the next level. Don't say yes to that man proposal unless you've seen these 3 signs, and don't propose to that lady unless you've seen these 3 things as well. Let's get the story started, but before then, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell so you don't miss out from interesting content that will be coming your way in this channel. Let's get the story started. Walked up to her mom, who was seated in the kitchen picking beans from the train pan on her laps. She tried collecting from her mom, but her mom refused, and with a broad smile she said to her, "Mary, my daughter, I know you too well. I know you don't like eating beans, that you like picking them. So just tell me what exactly brought you to this kitchen." Mary laughed loud. "Mommy, anyways, I came here for something else." Mary mom laughed along with her and stood up. With the beans on her hands, she put it in a bowl, washed it, and put it in the pot of water on the fire. She then sat down back on the stool chair where she was sitting before. Mary dragged another clothes and sat down beside her and said, "Mommy, I'm a bit confused. Desmond asked us to move our relationship to the next level, but I don't know if I'm to agree or not." Anna looked at her with a smile. She then stood up, went to check a pot of beans on the fire, sieved it, and put it back on the fire. After that, she returned back to her seat and said to her daughter, "Mary, before any relationship moves into marriage, that relationship must have met 3 conditions." As soon as Mary heard that, she got so excited and made a loud sound, clapping her hands. "Mommy, tell me. My ears are itching." Her mom looked at her, still smiling, and said, "I know you love Desmond and you will want to be with him, but then you are more concerned about getting it right in marriage than the marriage itself, unlike so many young ladies nowadays. I'm so proud of you." Mary smiled, touching her cheeks, as she said, "I'm blushing." Her mom responded, "It's fine. I'll tell you the 3 conditions your relationship should have met before taking it to the next level by telling you hi and your dad's story. Your dad made those 3 conditions before I said yes to him." Mary adjusted as she got ready to listen to her mom's story. So her mom continued, "Those days, during that era where families give out their daughters to men simply because of the background the man comes from, was gradually fading away. Though some of my age group still married that way, but then I did not want to marry that way, and I didn't. I prefer to know the man one-on-one before I say yes to him." As she was speaking, she raised one of her fingers, pointing to the plantain on the table. So Mary stood up to take the plantain and also took a knife to slice the plantain for the beans. But then she asked her mom if she could take 2 out of it to fry for herself, since she wasn't going to eat beans. Her mom responded to her laughing, "Mary, maybe you would have been taller if you ever agreed to eat beans, instead of dwelling on eating just fried plantain." Mary looked at her and responded, "I like it like that. And in fact, I resemble my daddy. So daddy used to eat beans, but both of us we are still short." Oh. So Mary sat down with the plantain and the knife and started slicing it for the beans, while her mom continued her story. "One hot afternoon, while I was in the market helping my mom to sell, a young, fair, short man came to buy rice, and that was your dad. As soon as she said that, Mary made a sound aloud. All her mom was blushing. Mommy, was that love at first sight? My mom shook her head. No, I don't believe such things ever happen. I still like the way your daddy spoke to me, despite me making mistake while selling that rice. Like the rice poured away, but your dad spoke to me respectfully, and that was actually why I got attracted at the first place. Not really love at first sight. Okay, Mary nodded her head as her mom continued her story. So on subsequent days, he kept coming to my mother's shop to buy stuff. He patronized my mom so well. One day he asked that we both become friends, which I agreed to. We became close friends. However, at that time, it's not like the way you guys do it now. We don't tag such relationships boyfriend or girlfriend. We were simply friends. Your dad was a Christian just like I was, though we attended different church. And your dad was very outspoken. He was never shy to speak anywhere. Unlike me, I was extremely shy. And the only reason why I spoke to customers was because my mom would not give me food if I did not sell to those customers. And that's why I kept making silly mistakes when I was selling to them, just like I did to your dad when he came to our shop for the first time. So your dad was very outspoken, but on my side, I was very shy. Mary exclaimed surprisingly. Really? But mommy, you're not shy. You stand on different platforms to speak now, so how? I was smart and responded, let's just say I'm no longer shy because your dad forced me on several occasions to follow him to evangelize to the villagers. At first I would not agree, but he would be beg and beg and beg me, so I had no option but to follow him. So we go around the village talking to strangers, talking to anybody, preaching the word of God. Over time, that gave me boldness and I could start to talk to people. And that's how the shyness I was born with disappeared. So I was actually shy, for your dad helped me out in that very aspect. Okay, while she was still speaking, she paused after saying that and stood up to check her pot of beans on the fire. She smiled at the beautiful aroma coming from it. She loved beans so much. She added a few ingredients, covered it, and went back to sit down to continue her story. So she continued her story. Back then, my mother never ceased to shout at me after the market because I was never able to give a proper account of the amounts we made and the expenses we made for that day. I would cry so much. I would go miss your dad. Your dad would pet me and make me stop crying. On one occasion, the same thing happened. And as usual, your dad made me to stop crying. But then he made me see my wrongs. He gave me a book and a pen and asked me to write every day the amount I sold out and what we used to buy in the market. And I started doing so. Over time, my mom stopped shouting at me. Those frequent shouts she usually gave me stop. One day, I and your dad agreed to go preach to the neighboring village and we agreed to meet in the market square. But that day, when we were supposed to go to the neighboring village to go preach, your dad went to the market square to wait for me, but I never showed up. And guess what happened? To be continued right here in this channel. It's a good time to subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell, so once I drop the second part of the story tomorrow, you'll be the first to be notified. And give the story a thumbs up. Say something to me in the comment box, your opinions on how far we've gone in this story. And you can't afford to miss tomorrow's story because you'll be getting to know the 3 conditions your relationship should have met before saying yes to that man or before proposing to that lady to take it to the next level. See you tomorrow. Bye.